Maria Sharapova was born in Nyagan, Siberia, Russia, on April 19, 1987. She moved to Florida with her father after learning how to play tennis as a young child, winning a scholarship to study at the Nick Bollettieri Tennis Academy at age 9. Sharapova's passion for tennis was once discovered by Aleksandr Kafelnikov, a friend of her father, who gave her the first racket she held at age 4. Alexandra's son would go on to win several Grand Slams and became Russia's first world title holder. The youngster's unique and innovative style of play caught the eye of Coach Yuri Yutkin, who gave Sharapova her first tennis lesson. Sharapova started taking tennis lessons at the tennis club when she was 6. On seeing Sharapova improve, they suggested that she undergo a professional training at IMG Academy, Florida. Though she had a humble background, her dedicated father borrowed money to see his little girl get the best tennis coaching to play in the major league. After her arrival in Florida, Yuri turned to menial jobs to pay for the tennis lessons of his little daughter, pending the time she was old enough to enroll in the academy. Sharapova had practiced with the Biography Tennis Academy before attending academy. Sharapova meanwhile discontinued her session with Biography after signing with IMG. Sharapova turned professional on her 14th birthday but continued playing with her colleagues, finishing runner-up at the 2002 Wimbledon Junior and French Open tournaments. At the 2003 AIG Japan Open, Sharapova won her first WTA championship and also reached the 4th round of her first try at Wimbledon's in the same year. She won the singles title at Wimbledon the next year, becoming the first female Wimbledon champion from Russia. At the end of 2004, she added another feather to her list of achievements with the WTA championships. Sharapova became the first Russian woman to climb to the top ranking of the sports in 2005 and won her second Grand Slam championship in the US the next year. Through the 2007 and 2008 season, the tennis prodigy was hindered by shoulder injuries but managed to win her 3rd Grand Slam with a sharp display at the Australian Open in 2008. Sharapova struggled against top premier women's players, but by the end of 2009, she was back in the top 20 and ended number 4 in the world in 2011. By beating Sarah Errani in the French Open final, Sharapova capped her comeback in June 2012. The win made her the 10th woman to finish a Grand Slam career, winning at all 4 major tournaments, and enabled her to regain the number 1 ranking of the world. The prolific athlete won a silver medal in the women's singles in the 2012 Summer Olympic Games, her first Olympic debut, only losing the gold to American tennis queen Serena Williams. In subsequent majors, the tennis star performed well, placing runner-up at the 2013 French Open. However, she was overtaken by shoulder injuries and not long after a frustrating second-round defeat at Wimbledon, she retired from competition for the rest of the year. Sharapova bounced back in 2014, beating Simona Halep to claim her 2nd French Open and 5th overall Grand Slam title. She proceeded to the Australian Open final in 2015 and the US semi-finals before ranking number 4 at the end of the season. In March 2016, Sharapova's career took a tragic turn when she failed a drug test at the Australian Open in January. The tennis star admitted at a press conference that she had tested positive for midranonate. It contained meldonium, which she said had been taken since 2006 for health issues. The World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA, had added the drug to the banned list on January 1, 2016, but Sharapova didn't get the memo. An impartial tribunal appointed by the International Tennis Federation (ITF) on June 8, 2016 lashed out a 2-year suspension on Sharapova. Sharapova appealed her 2-year ban in October 2016, and her ban was shortened to 15 months by the Sports Court of Arbitration, enabling her to return to international competition in April 2017 action at the Porsche Tennis Grand Prix. She won her first WTA championship at the Tianjin Open in October, 2 years after her suspension, and fought her way back to 2018 top 30. Her quarterfinal featuring among the highlights of the year at the French Open. But after progressing to the fourth round of the 2019 Australian Open, the former champion failed to remain competitive owing to gnawing physical challenges. On February 26, 2020, Sharapova revealed her retirement in a Vanity Fair essay a month after her first round defeat at the Australian Open. The tennis world will go on to remember the prolific player as one of its best. Sharapova is an aggressive baseliner with rare and forehand depth, angles and speed. She's one of the few players on the WTA tour who very much uses the reverse forehand. She likes to deliver a quick swinging volley while entering the net or hitting lobs instead of using a conventional volleyball or overhead smash. The success of Sharapova's career has helped her to obtain brand advertisements that far exceeds the value of her tournament winnings. Among other sponsorship, Sharapova scored major commercial endorsements with Porsche, Evian, Nike, Tag Heuer, Avon, and Tiffany & Co. Forbes magazine named Sharapova as the world's highest paid female athlete in March 2006 with annual earnings over $18 million, most of which were from advertisements and sponsorship. Every year until 2016, she tops the ranking even after her shoulder injury in 2007. In 2011, Forbes ranked Sharapova as number 29 in their list of 50 top paid athletes, the only woman on the chart. She was ranked as number 15 in 2012 with other top-rated players, with Lena at number 16 and Serena Williams at number 17, joining her in the top 20. Sharapova was named one of the 50 most desirable women in the world by People in April 2005. In 2006, Maxim rated Sharapova for the fourth consecutive year as the hottest athlete in the world. In 2006, Valentine's Day edition of the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue, she appeared in a 6-page bikini photoshoot spread with 25 models. She was named the 7th most eligible bachelorette in a survey run by the UK FHM publication based on both wealth and beauty. For several years, Sharapova was the highest paid female athlete in the world, with Forbes reporting her career remuneration at $325 million at the time she retired. Sponsors like Tag Heuer and Porsche terminated their sponsorship with the tennis player following the news in March 2016 that Sharapova failed a drug test. However, several sponsors such as Adidas, Evian, and the racquet manufacturer Head retained their Sharapova sponsorship. Following the footsteps of tennis players who started clothing lines, including Fred Perry and Ren Lacoste, Sharapova introduced her own Nike Maria Sharapova line tennis apparel brand in 2010. She sketches and designs her own outfits, collecting revenue from the collections selling. Sharapova also launched Sugarpova, a candle line with its Sugar founder, Jeff Rubin. A portion of the sales is sent to the Maria Sharapova Foundation to support her charitable causes. In February 2016, Sharapova collaborated with Polish group Baron Chocolatier to create Sharapova Premium Chocolates. Sugarpova has plans to extend its range to lifestyle products. Sharapova founded a charity foundation named Maria Sharapova Foundation. The charity is dedicated to helping children attain their ambition. In 2017, the United Nations Goodwill appointed Sharapova ambassador for the UNDP, specifically for the Chernobyl Recovery Project. Sharapova has bequeathed $100,000 to Chernobyl-related project. Also, she launched a $210,000 sponsorship program in partnership with the UNDP for students from Chernobyl-affected areas of Belarus. In essence, the sponsorship will award 5-year scholarship to 12 students to the Belarusian State University and the Belarusian State Academy of Arts. Sharapova has 5 Grand Slam championships to her credit, 1 at the Wimbledon, US Open and Australian Open, plus 2 at the French Open, along with 35 singles. Sharapova was the first torchbearer at the Russia's 2014 Winter Olympics lighting ceremony. Even though Sharapova has lived in the US for more than a decade, she is not a citizen. This is because of her choice to stick to her Russian citizenship. On the relationship front, Sharapova dated Slovenian basketball player Sasha Vujacic in 2009, with the two getting engaged the following year. However, During a post-match conference in the US in 2012 Open, Sharapova declared the engagement was off and the end of her relationship with Vujicic. Afterwards, in 2013 to 2015, she dated Bulgarian tennis player Grigor Dimitrov. Since 2018, she has been seen with the co-founder of Paddle 8, Aleksandr Kafelnikov. Thank you very much for watching our videos. We'd like to give you another exciting video for you to enjoy next. But before that, our team will be thrilled if you can like this video and share it with your friends on social media. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss other interesting videos like this. Look at your screen now to see 2 other videos we handpicked for you to enjoy next. We love you.